Hello Ronsky, hello everyone.
Hello, Milan.
So we meet today to talk together about a very beautiful subject that is the present in the now. And we meet to introduce ourselves a little bit on what we do and our work, and especially regarding to the weekend immersion that is coming up in September called Men of Fire. So let's jump into it. Being in the now and present with all that is, what eventually you can bring of your experience or your take on that massive subject.
Well, the journey has been a long one in becoming present to myself and present to other people. I think the biggest challenge that I personally have faced is being present to myself. I have been very much a traditional man that has reached out to people, and I'm present to them, but I've lost some sense of myself in the process. And eventually, I'm not aware of how I feel, what's going on for me, what I need, what I want in life,
Hmm.
and how I can best take care of myself.
Yeah.
So when men come to the retreats that we are offering, one of the things that we are encouraging and supporting them is in becoming more present to themselves.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, we do use many techniques, and one of them, which is I think one of the simplest of them all, which is silence, like being present with each other in silence and observing inward what is going on and keeping in that moment and being into the body. Uh, Interestingly enough, we also, invite people to be keen on seeing and looking how the mind works, like either projecting in the future with worries or fantasy, or looking at the past and with all those regrets or those nostalgia, but more like bringing into what is now and being able to detach slightly and being more witnessing instead of partaking into the thoughts. And
Yes, I definitely agree with you there. Men who come are encouraged to become better observers, better noticers, that they are paying attention to
mm,
really what's going on inside themselves and outside of themselves. They're listening to their heartbeat,
yeah,
listening to their feelings. They are aware of their sensations that are taking place from the experiences that they're happening. So men who come to our workshops are having certainly a waking up experience about themselves,
yeah,
and can be life changing in your relationships, life changing in the work that you're doing, life changing in every aspect of your life.
absolutely. And I will add that it's the technique that we bring forth and the invitation that we have, it's of course something that someone can practice by himself. And I will add that because we are in a group, because we are together, the work being done is exponential. It's becoming bigger because we reflect each other and we vibrate together. So being into the now, me, myself alone, and being in the now with all the brotherhood around me creates a bigger field of intensity, which helps to really get in touch with the deeper layers of the now, the deeper layers of who we are and how we can be witnessing ourselves and witnessing others as well. I think that's a very valuable and very important work to be done right there, because we support each other to go deeper within ourselves. And then when we come back to our lives, it's easier to come back into that, or it's easier to have an idea where we can practice and how we can practice or touch those present moments and the now.
Yes, certainly when we're in the presence of other men who are focused in a similar way, this amplifies what's going on inside of ourselves. And one of the themes that we've been promoting is that men primarily learn about their masculinity from each other. And when they're very, very present with each other, then they're able to both receive from the other men and receive wisdom from other men. And they're also able to share their wisdom with other men. And so we're in like a learning cocoon or environment in which things become more apparent, more aware inside ourselves about our masculinity, about our femininity, just because we're in the presence of a broad spectrum of other men. And one of the beautiful things about it is that we have a diversity. We have a diversity between the three, excuse me, the three men that are co-facilitating this upcoming workshop, but we also have a diversity of the men that are coming. And it's out of that diversity that we're able to really grow and really develop ourselves very much.
Yeah, there is definitely a potential for new experiences of the self, being into those containers where we can reflect ourselves and we can discover, and we can also maybe be a bit triggered, but ultimately we learn from ourselves and we learn from the others. And I really enjoy it. Makes my body, wake up and open when I hear this, because I know the transformative experiences that those containers can bring to the men that come. And those are very valuable experiences that really make a mark in the self to really evolve and learn more about who we are and how we can be in the world, in the relationships we have with our work, with our family, with our partners, with our kids. There is so many gifts right there to be taken home.
Yes, indeed. When men gather together to share their heart song, to share their feelings, to share their passions and their desires, to ignite their fire inside of themselves, there's a transformative experience in which life changes. You can say that there's really gold in the process of being around other men. There's beautiful things that can be learned and can be harvested. In my own journey, which has been 55 years of being in men's groups, of leading men's groups, of writing about what it is to be a man, and not knowing for many of those years, and still discovering what that means to me. Okay. There's an accumulation that has taken place over time where I've come to discover more about myself, more about my masculinity, and come to value the incredible value of being with other men and making that a priority in my life. And I encourage the men out there to seriously consider coming to our courses and workshops and retreats so they can deepen their life process and make a difference. It's happened for me and in many beautiful ways. And I feel very thankful about that. I feel thankful that I am spending time this moment with you, Milan, in the present. But I want to spend time with other men and learn from them and share with them. So I certainly am inviting you men out there, come join us. It'll make a huge difference in every aspect of your life.
Yes, thank you very much. So check out the event. Make sure to reserve your spot and come and join us into that wonderful discovery journey.